Guys, welcome back to the channel. This is Shala here, and in this video, I will be breaking down my top 5 defenders that I'm considering for Game Week 8. But before I get started, I just want to make sure that you hit that like button, subscribe, turn on your notifications, just so that you don't miss any of our weekly FPL content. From watch lists to team selections and just everything in between. In this video, we have a mix of defenders, some premium, some under the radar, and we even have one 4 million budget enabler. You could free up some funds for your attack. Defenders haven't been the most explosive category this season, but there are a few names quietly putting up some good numbers, both defensively and offensively. So, without further ado, let's dive straight in. All right, we kick things off with Jurrien Timber of Arsenal, who's been nothing short of sensational this season. He currently sits top of the FPL defenders with 48 points, and that includes a huge 24-point haul in game week 2, where he bagged 2 goals and assists, a clean sheet, and maximum bonus points. Statistically, he has been really, really good as well. He's third amongst defenders for shots taken, with only his teammate Ricardo Calafiori and Daniel Muniz of Crystal Palace ahead of him. I believe what's even more impressive is that out of all 9 of his shots have actually been inside the box, and 5 of them have been on target, which is the most on target shots of any defender in the league. So that pretty much tells you that he is an attacking threat and he is accurate in front of goal. In addition, Arsenal do have a favorable run of games coming up. They have Fulham away, Crystal Palace at home, Burnley away, and Sunderland away. 3 of those teams are in the bottom half of big chances created, which really boosts Arsenal's clean sheet potential. Because, as we all know, Arsenal have been very, very stingy in the league, conceding only 5 big chances in the league, and that's which is the best in the league. So I think for me, Timber looks like a brilliant pick. I think Arsenal's defense is actually one you should consider doubling up on. I already own Calafiori, and I am seriously considering doubling up on Arsenal's defense. And the person that I'm looking at the most is Timber. Up next, we have a familiar face in Kieran Trippier. I know he's not really been mentioned much this season, but especially with Livramento in the team. But now that Livramento's out of the team, I think he becomes a very, very intriguing option because Newcastle's defensive numbers are incredible. They do have 5 clean sheets in their opening 7, which is the best in the league, and they've only conceded 7 big chances and 62 shots. And the only team that's done better in both categories, guess who? Arsenal. So on the so attacking wise, we have Trippier, who is known for creating a lot of chances. He's created 11 chances, and another added bonus is that he's on set pieces. And despite that 11 chances that he has created is the most of any defender in FPL, despite the fact that he missed 1 game against Bournemouth. So pretty much he's made 6 appearances where he started 4, where he started 5 of those. Um, so like I mentioned earlier, he is on set pieces, corner kicks, free kicks, and you know he's always been one of those players in the past that's capable of double-digit hauls, either from a goal or assist on top of a clean sheet. His upcoming fixtures as well look pretty good. He faces Brighton away, Fulham at home, West Ham away, and Brentford away. And, with just 2.6% owned, I think he's an absolute steal of a differential, and he can easily return on both ends of the pitch. He's a proven FPL asset who you know what you're getting for, and at 5 million, I think he would be potentially value for money. All right, the third on my list is Marc Cucurella from Chelsea. Now, um, Chelsea's defensive situation has not been the best, especially with the injuries across the back line. But now It seems like Chelsea have all their defenders coming back except Colwell, who's out for the season. And even despite the fact that Chelsea have looked shaky defensively, especially due to the injuries, he's actually been one of their most reliable performers. He's returned in 4 of his 7 appearances where he started 6 games, and in those 7 appearances, he got 2 assists, with only West Ham's Diouf, having more amongst defenders. Creativity wise, he does rank up there. He's created 10 chances, second only to Trippier, and he's also created 3 big chances, which is the most of any defender in the league. And it's the joint top with his teammate Reece James, who also has 3 big chances from 9 chances created. So I think that's pretty impressive for a player who has not looked. I mean, not him, but whose defense has not really looked convincing. But I think in the upcoming run of games should does bode well for Chelsea. Excuse me. They do have a poor Nottingham Forest side next. They do, and then they host Sunderland, travel to Tottenham, and then host Wolves at home. Um, so pretty much with Cucurella, he is an attacking threat, and there's potential for clean sheets as well. I think he does look like like a great option, to be fair. If you continue, and that left back spot seems pretty much his own. Like we've said, he's only out of 7 appearances, he's only been benched once. So he's more or less nailed on, and I don't think people should worry about him losing his spot because his competition is Hato. Hato is new in the league. I don't see him benching Cucurella anytime soon. And Malo Gusto, he's not. He's more of competition for Reece James and right back. So I think his position is secure, and I don't think there's anything to really worry about in terms of game time. Okay, next onto the list is a player I actually mentioned in the previous segment is Hadji Malick of West Ham. So to start this off, it's worth noting that no defender in FPL has more assists than this guy right now. He's been one of the few creative outlets on that right hand side, and he's delivering attacking value for his price. Um, Now with Nuno taking over West Ham, I think there is a strong expectation that this team is going to be a lot more organized and defensively solid. And if that happens, I think um, Diouf at 4.4 million is a no-brainer because there's potential for an improved defensive team with an attacking upside. West Ham's upcoming run also does look promising. They do have Brentford at home, which which is in game week 8, obviously. Then they have Leeds away, Newcastle at home, and Burnley at home. So I do think that if they do tighten up under Nuno, um, Diouf could pretty much provide some consistent returns in both ends of the pitch. And he's still very much a differential. He's only owned by 3.7%. And I think, you know, he's one of those that can benefit from like a new manager bounce. I talked about Bowen in my video for forwards who could benefit from new manager bounce. And since he's pretty much been West Ham's he's been a creative outlet for West Ham, I think he will benefit from that new manager bounce if there is one. And finally, this is my budget pick. This is Kielinski Hartman. I hope I pronounced his first name correct. Now he's only £4 million in FPL, and he is starting to look like a budget defender that you might want to consider. He's got back-to-back assists in his last 2 games, and in his last 4 game weeks, only Trippier has created more chances than him. While he has created 7, Trippier has created 8 in the last 4 game weeks. So you can see that he's clearly an attack-minded fullback who does like to get forward, and that is what you want, in my opinion, from a 4 million defender especially one um who you know is nailed on to start because he is their starting left back or left wing back in some cases. Looking at Burnley's fixtures, they do face two of the bottom three attacks in the league in terms of Wolves and West Ham. Even though some improvement might be expected under West Ham because of the new coach, but there is still some clean sheet potential there based on the data and the history that we have from the opening 7 games. And he's owned by literally 0.5% of FPL managers, which means he's literally not owned by anyone. So he could be the £4 million defender that you actually need that can help you free up your funds for like your midfield and your forward line. And he can still offer occasional attacking returns, and he can be one of those guys that can just come in off the bench from that, yeah, that can get you unexpected points when like maybe one of your players misses out, he fills in. So pretty much that wraps up my watch list for game week 8. So to just do a quick recap, we have Timber literally for his elite attacking numbers and Arsenal's solid defense. Trippier, who is a proven differential, he's a proven player and a differential with a massive upside. And I have Cucurella, who I have for his creativity and his fixture appeal. Then we have Diouf, who I think he could be a budget gem under Nuno. He could get not just clean sheets, but he also has that attacking upside as well. And Hartman of Burnley, who is just a low cost punt with attacking potential. So these are my 5 defenders that I'm looking at, that I'm considering. If you have enjoyed this video, please don't forget to drop a like, subscribe, and comment below which defenders you're targeting for Game Week 8. And on that note, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you on the next one.